What's up guys, how y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here, bringing another World of Tanks video, and today I shall be showcasing my guide to effective angling of your armor, particularly on a heavy tank like my E100. You guys have seen this picture many a times when loading up the screen. It is very important. The left hand picture showcases a shell T-boning a tank, hitting it at a 90-degree angle. If the shell has the capability to penetrate, it will do so, causing the maximum amount of damage because it's hitting at a 90-degree angle. If you angle your tank, you reduce the risk of penetration, thus causing a possible bounce. As you can see, this M48 Pannon is coming in for an attack. I angle my turret and my tank just so perfectly and manage a bounce. There is no way that he's going to get a shell into me whatsoever. It is almost impossible, basically, because of the way that I am angled. As you can see, he either hits my right hand side or the right hand cheek, not sure. But this is what I'm talking about with hitting an enemy player at a perfect 90-degree angle, as I just did there on that Jagdpanzer, pardon me. He returns fire, I angle my tank, and the shell bounces. The shell perfectly bounces. There's no way he's going to penetrate me because my tank is angled. Of course, obvious thing to say, the benefits of angling your armor causes shells to bounce, but this is essential because the purpose, the way you win a game is not just by killing the bad guys, but also conserving your hit points. Conserving your hit points make you last longer, and you'll follow through all the way to the end of the game. Let's take a look at angling when facing off bad guys on an enemy flank. I'm on Arctic region. I'm hugging the hill here. I'm hugging the hill because artillery is in play. And now this is, of course, it's very smart, but it kind of, you remove an enemy player by doing this. You remove the artillery, and we're actually not leading 3-2. You could say we're leading 4-2. So anyway, angling your armor. As you can see, as soon as I take my shot, I'm pulling back. I'm protecting my lower plate, and I'm angling. I'm locking that turret down, not just pulling it to the left, but I'm locking it into position, and I'm not moving my turret at all while my gun is reloading. Please ignore the gameplay, the action, because it actually is kind of piss poor. I do muck up a whole bunch of shots, but the important thing is how I'm treating my tank. After each and every shot, you can see me pulling back, locking my turret into position, and not allowing anybody to get any shots in on me. Keep a keen eye on my compadres to my left. How many are there? You know, there's another 6 teammates here. 6 teammates, and keep an eye on my hit points. I'm basically very smart, very conservative when it comes to my hit points and keeping my hit points, not losing any hit points whatsoever. I think I make one mistake, and that is basically the weakness of your tank. Your tank is strong. Your tank is, will protect you. The only weakness of the tank is you. That's the only weakness of the tank. And as you can see, my compadres disappeared. They've all disappeared, and I'm being tracked straight away. I move my turret straight away. And that is basically the only mistake, the only hit point that the only time a shell penetrated me because of a mistake that I made. No shells actually bounced off me because I was so smart in just looking after my tank. And as you can see, I'm simply gonna get overwhelmed here. You know, there's not a whole lot I can do, and my main objective right now is just to take out this E100, you know, out of spite, you know, nothing more, nothing less. And but this was a very, very good example of how to angle your tank and your turret when you're facing off against multiple bad guys, when you're facing off a whole enemy flank, because as you can see, I've outlasted all my compadres to get taken out in the end. And as you can see, we're on El Haluf, and I'm down here in the valley. I'm down here in the valley on purpose because I want to see how long I can last down here. This is a totally impossible situation, by the way, I know that, but I just wanted to see, angling my tank, how many shots can I bounce while I'm down here and surrounded by a whole bunch of bad guys. I will get penned, I will get destroyed in the end, but how many shots? 1, get penned, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get a kill. Any more? 6. And the E100 finally takes me out. But this kind of showcases, you know, how important it is to, you know, angle your armor and deflect those shots, because you think about each shot, 6 shots, average damage 300. That means potentially you saved 1800 hit points. So this kind of showcases the importance of angling your armor, because it increases the longevity of your tank, of your, you know, your battle experience in each and every battle. Basically, it's gonna take you to the end of the game, and if you can make it to the end of the game, this basically will, you know, it'll give you a victory. You're gonna outlast your enemies, you're gonna outlast your opponents. So let's take a look at pardon me, let's take a look at me in action on Komarin, basically showcasing what I thought was very good angling of my turret and tank. Today I shall be in my E100 on Komarin. Lately I've been playing my E100, attempting to play my E100 as professionally as possible, taking advantage of the armor, angling my tank perfectly if at all possible, side scraping, all the good stuff, all in the name of showing you guys how fantastic a tank this is, and also kind of relearning my trade somewhat, relearning how to use my E100 as effectively as possible in order to make myself a better player, basically. And as you can see, I'm headed into the island, and I have loaded up my premiums because I'm expecting trouble. So load up the best shells that you have when you're expecting trouble and expecting to face a whole bunch of bad guys. Scoot around the corner, just have a quick little peekaboo. What do we see? What do we see? T-32, let one rip, and move that turret, move that turret, move that turret, in order to provide the best possible chance of bouncing. Moving for the second shot, not just yet, not just yet, not just yet, just a quick peekaboo, nothing more, nothing more. Lower play, beautiful, beautiful. Move that turret back, move that turret back, absolutely. Rest of the tank is perfectly angled. Expose all the lower play ever so slightly, but at the same time it is angled, so it's just bounce city central. Faff up this shot here due to that little fence there, whatever. Receive a hit on the left, no problemo. Low takes out the T-32, signal affirmative, thank you very much. And now Mr. E100 is going to go into sniper mode. But the aim of this, I think the aim of each and every game I've played lately in the E100 has been basically try and survive with as many hit points as possible, and keeping that in mind, I'll play better. Basically, I'll play better, and because in order to do just that, I need to angle. No problem. Get a nice little shot on the low. He's not turning to respond, so I take advantage of that, and I keep a bead on him. As you can see, I'm being sixth sensed. Low gets behind that house, and I lose the sixth sense. So obviously, he's the only one who's sixth sensing me. So I'm safe to move up somewhat. Have a look, and I see in the corner of my eye a TD. What is it? It's a Death Star. Oh, he's hanging there for too long, and I plant a nice little shot into him. Careful, don't get sixth sensed. I'm not. I'm good to go. Nobody sees me. Ah, there we go. I'm sixth sensed. Very scared of the Death Star. Yep, he's looking at me. Move. Angle. He could have penetrated me just there, but unlucky. Zoom in all the way. Keeping an eye on my sixth sense. Is he looking at me? No, he's not. I'm assuming him or his compadre is sixth sensing me. Nobody sees me. Keep a keen eye. Here we go. Lemon squeezy, Japanesey. Pull back. Keep that turret angled. Deflect those shots perfectly. Okay. Can I get it in? Just so. Come on, find that red spot. There we go. Beautiful. Still not sixth sensed. Don't take any chances. T28. No. Pull back. Keep that turret angled. Keep it angled. And the whole tank, keep it angled. Okay, we've lost the sixth sense. We can pull back in. Can we light him up? Yes. Good to go. Have not been detected or sixth sense, so I can continue with my little. Oh! Do not know where that's coming from. Ah, there we go. It's a Chaffee. Hello, Mr. Chaffee. Chaffee seems preoccupied to take advantage of the situation. Missed my shot just by a millisecond. Ah, you see that gentleman in the back? Jack the Kipper. Jack the Kipper. I see that guy so many times. I wish that it was Jack the Ripper, but missed my shot on the AT-15 or bounce, either or. And basically a pretty decent game so far. As you can see, there's only two more bad guys. We're gonna speed it up here somewhat, move things along. But as you can see, I was angling my turret and my tank perfectly. I was respecting the fact, Jack the Kipper. I was respecting the fact that I was being detected and sixth sensed, and I wasn't taking that for granted. For 1 single second, as soon as I was being detected or sixth sense or any of that, I would make a decision. Where was it coming from? Who's detecting me? And assume that they're just about to let one rip on me. So I would instantly angle my tank, protect that lower plate as much as possible. And as you can see, victory. Fantastic game. Managed to keep all my hit points intact, so mission accomplished, most definitely. Getting a nice bit of silver, even though I was using premium quite a bit there, and 1,768 hit points. Nice buttload of damage. Yes indeed, lemon squeezy.